What's up guys, Jivan back with another video, and today we're going to be checking out my West Solo Cash Cup and trying to learn a few things to apply to the next week. For this video, we're not going to VOD review the whole thing, we're going to enjoy some of the gameplay as well. I had some pretty crazy fights and endgames in this tourney, so I don't want to ruin it by talking over the whole thing. So that's the plan, light VOD review, enjoy the gameplay, keyboard ASMR, yeah. Please consider using code JivanTV if you've been liking the videos, and without further ado, let's hop into the first game. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that first game, I was playing it really well, and that's just a choke. In those type of situations, you really gotta slow down and make sure you hit your edits and time everything right, because I mistimed it and let him just get through my ramp, through my wall, everything. As soon as I got that last mat refresh, like I got back to that old body, I should immediately start looking to get up layers. Obviously, I went for this play, and I could have gone up layers right after that play, but my game ended, so that's just a rip. Game number 2, as you saw, I died in a mid-game fight. Now, this is something I learned from Ken Beans when he got VOD reviewed by Cease, so I guess I learned it from Cease. When getting pushed on high ping, you want to create 4 boxes in a big old square. That way, if the enemy site goes in, you own the sidewalls, you own the top. You can just keep creating 4 boxes, and the enemy will never really have a chance to kill you unless you full run out of mats. Don't give them any opportunities to do damage on you. Only take peeks if they're fully in your builds, basically. So that's something I didn't know before this Cash Cup, so I made a lot of mistakes similar to that game. But anyways, on to game number 3. So I'm not gonna lie, I probably overbuilt a little bit too much right there. I could have just used the armored walls and saved a lot more of my metal. I'm trying to really learn how to conserve as many materials as possible because that makes a huge difference in solos. But that was crazy, I was just getting shot through my builds there. literally shot, it just didn't register. I'm not gonna lie, I feel really lucky to have gotten a second place there. The biggest issue I saw in my endgame was sitting on back edge too much and not utilizing my armored walls enough. I could have conserved so many mats all throughout that endgame with my armored walls. I didn't even end up using all of them. Definitely something I gotta look out for and realize when I have a lot of armored walls. So the biggest mistake of game 4 was that, right there. I sprayed this guy out and he fell right on my wall, and that was the freest kill opportunity, and it would have made me like get a top 5 guaranteed, I feel like. Would have had a refresh grapple, all his mats, everything. But instead I was forced to rat out on back edge zone. I gotta get way more aggressive when I'm this low on mats, especially on first moving. It's make a play or you're out, that's what it is. Now this is where the tourney takes a spiral downwards. I was still streaming at this point and I get pushed in the mid game and just go down so fast. And at that point, I literally said, I'm getting off, I'm done. I ended my stream, I sat in my chair, and usually when I'm off stream, I'm not as like eager to quit a tourney. I don't know why. When I'm streaming, I'm just like, man, like this is such a bad look, I gotta get out of here. I don't know why, I gotta fix that, but I decided to queue into another game after I ended the stream. And this is where the tourney gets crazy. I'm gonna let you guys watch this one. Dude, I feel like I played that endgame so well. What I could have done at the end there was literally just grapple a little bit of those mats up rather than dropping on it. Sometimes I forget that I can just grapple the loot rather than going in. If I would have done that, I could have just kept spraying from height and I think I would have won the game. But listen to this, bro. This literally sent me up to like, I think top 150. I was literally so close to Qual at this point. The only issue was I only had time to play one full game out. I had 4 full games remaining, believe it or not, but at this point I could only play 1 out. But in my 7th game here, I got full griefed. It wasn't a big deal though, because I got a couple points out of that game, and I went into my last game only needing like 21 points or so. I played this pretty well despite having a little bit late of rotates. There's something I've been doing a little bit wrong recently ever since I VOD'd with Cease. You guys have probably heard it by now. I try to tunnel vision sticking to a certain side. I try to get to a side and avoid crossing the zone and going to the center zone. But something I've accidentally done so many times and it always griefs me is going too far to the side. Right here, I'm like tarping all the way to the outer edge, which gives me no space to move because the zone is immediately pushing me further. I gotta make sure that I'm getting on the front edge rather than straight on the side of the zone. That's just like a total choke on my part, which is why I got held out here, because being on the far edge of the zone is like being on the back edge of the zone. You got nowhere to go except for forward, and people know that, so they're gonna hold you. Nevertheless, I almost pulled that tourney back, man. We are so close in solos this season. Choked the first few tourneys, but we're getting there. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.